George and Dora Nickel consented to keep the first post office in their dugout home here in 1890. The neighbors decided to let George name the office. His Irish-American mother had told him always to count on a shamrock for good luck, so holding true to his Irish descent, he suggested Shamrock for the name. A mysterious fire destroyed his home, however, and George's post office never reopened. Mary Jones became Shamrock's first postmistress, running the Shamrock post office out of her family home. The Chicago, Rock Island, and Gulf Railway set up a station here in 1902, and by 1907 the town was competing with the towns of Story and Bononan as trade centers. The town continued its growth as other businesses moved into the city, including the county newspaper, which moved from Story and renamed itself from the Wheeler County Texan to the Shamrock Texan. The discovery of oil in 1926 and natural gas wells nearby helped spur the city's continuing growth. At its peak in 1930, Shamrock had a population of 3,778. A decline in the oil industry caused the population to drop in the 1940s, but it rebounded in the next decade with the improvement of Route 66. By the 1980s, the town was home to an established modern school system, a chemical plant, oil and gas processing plants, and a hospital. The U-Drop Inn was built on the now historic Route 66 in 1936. At the time of opening, the U-Drop was the only cafe within 100 miles of here, enjoying brisk business and becoming a successful establishment. Once considered a beautiful example of Route 66 architecture, the U-Drop fell into disrepair with the decommissioning of Route 66. In 1999, the First National Bank of Shamrock purchased it and gave it to the city. With a $1.7 million federal grant, the city restored the building to its original condition and adapted it into a museum, visitor center, and the city's Chamber of Commerce. The 25-room Old Reynolds Hotel, a historic building, was also saved from demolition and converted into a museum and exhibition hall with pioneer artifacts, typical objects of settlers, and Native American arrowheads. 2 annual events are held to celebrate the founders' heritage: the annual St. Patrick's celebration in March and Irish Craft Fest the first weekend of every October. If you feel like you need some luck of the Irish, pull over in Shamrock.